Republican Representative Andy Biggs was recently given an embarrassing fact check to his face. I love it. So now, every once in a while, politicians will go on C-SPAN and they'll answer calls. So now, in this particular episode, Biggs was ripped into by two different callers over his support for the January 6th rioters, and he responded with, of course, saying things that are not true. Take a look.
Not all were convicted of seditious treason. In fact, none were. And so that's important to understand. The second thing I would say is many of them were convicted of misdemeanor trespass. There's been no indication that anybody attempted to overthrow the government with somebody named Jeff Clark, whom I don't believe I've ever even met. So, thanks for the perpetuation of the false narrative of the left.
Congressman, USA Today had this headline back in November of 2022 that Stuart Rhodes, the Oath Keepers founder, was found guilty of seditious conspiracy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I didn't follow that case.
Oops. Again, to give you the details on that, it was both Stuart Rhodes and Kelly Meggs who ran the Florida chapter of that particular group and were found guilty last year of seditious conspiracy, a charge that carries a sentence of up to 20 years in prison. But to be fair, Andy Biggs, he didn't follow that case, so he didn't really know what was going on here. Well, okay, so I think that's BS. No, I think he's aware of this. You're gonna tell me United States Congressman is going to be unaware of the January, again, if this guy is arguing in favor of the January 6th rioters, yeah, he's going to know, or should, that two of them were charged with seditious conspiracy. They were found guilty of seditious conspiracy. You know that. You're an absolute liar. Oh, no, I didn't know that. I didn't follow the case. What are you going to do? No. Look, the more and more I've noticed, you've probably noticed this too. There is a bubble that members of the right wing live in where they don't get access to this information. As I mentioned before, Biggs knows this information. I think he's lying. I think he's a giant liar. But here's where the point that I'm going to try to make. I think he forgot that he was not on right-wing media. He made the mistake of forgetting the audience that he's talking to. Look, on Fox News, Newsmax, OAN, One American News Network, whatever, he can lie. He can lie all day long. He's not going to get fact-checked. Very, very, very lightly, at most, fact-checked. But this is C-SPAN. And so, look, all she had to do, the host there, was just be like, actually, no, that these are the facts. Embarrassing, awkward, but more importantly to the point, it shows that these people are practiced liars. When they only talk to the people that are in their bubble, who do not, a lot of them do not seek out this information. And sometimes if they do, they reject that information because it doesn't fit in with their worldview that they're constantly bombarded and reinforced with every day from their own media sources that they trust. And it's amazing that they even trust them because Fox News themselves admitted they were lying to their audience about the election. They are lying about election fraud, about voter fraud, about the big lie. And we're giving, basically support and a platform for people like Sidney Powell to go out and just spread the most outrageous lies about the election.
In Venezuela.
It really is amazing, what these people, when they're in their own bubble, are able to get away with. And again, we know from the Dominion case that right-wing media lies to their audience all the time. But does the audience know that? Are they aware? Do they ever hear about it? No. And that's the problem with the bubble.